2015, June of 2015, I was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer. Did surgery, 6 months of chemo. Got back at it thinking, it was over with, kind of a blip on the radar. And then 2017, February of 2017, routine scans, they found another tumor. Didn't know what was going on, how this was gonna end up. I didn't have really a very good outlook on it. They went in between my ribs, pulled out half of my left lung. They wanted me to do more chemo after that, after I recovered, and I said, I'm not doing it. I said, look, I'm gonna fight this naturally. And during that time of research, I came upon, learning that endurance training builds the immune system against terminal disease. So I told her that I'm gonna go from stage 4 to 140.6 and do a full Ironman. Now I've got half a lung, but I'm gonna do it. And I've just been training since. So I was running my first ultra, it was a 50-mile ultra marathon through New Orleans, the New Orleans Ultra Marathon. And I thought about, man, I'll start a foundation based around my endurance journey. I'm gonna raise money for kids who have lost a parent or loved one to cancer.
He lost his dad when he was younger. He wants to give back to the community.
When I was 12 and I lost my dad, I just started wrestling. I was in the 7th grade and just started wrestling. And that's all I wanted to do. I wanted to go to a wrestling camp. I saw how it affected my kids. I'm sure that there were things that they kind of knew. I can't ask that. There's got to be millions of stories that kids are thinking about that they want. So after the race, a few days after the race, I threw it out there to them in a group text. And so we just kind of bounced around ideas, how are we going to do this? What's the name of it?
He asked all of us, and we were all spitballing, and my wife, that was one of her selections, was Running for Dreams.
I think the goal is to provide aid to families that have lost a parent to cancer.
I haven't been able to find any other foundation that this is their mission.
What's most impressive to me is the commitment to not only himself, making himself better, but to helping others. It can be hard to find time to, work on yourself, let alone give back to others.
We could have lost a parent to cancer, and as thankful as he is, he's giving back to those who weren't as lucky as we were.
I just think it's so amazing that he comes from having stage 3 and 4 cancer with a less than 40% chance of living, and now he's doing all these things, over 5 years cancer-free, and he's gonna run an Ironman.
Running that kind of a distance, doing an endurance event like that, it's a physical toll, but it's such a mental grind. And that's what the cancer journey is, it was such a mental grind, to get through it. It's so stressful. It gets harder and harder as you go through it. You're going through treatment, and those treatments are taking a toll on you. And it's the same thing, the mileage is just a toll.
I don't know, it just takes hard work. That's what's been pretty special about it, just seeing his commitment. It's just become a part of who he is. And anybody can do that. You just got to commit.
Because what he's done, what he's accomplished is so, it's incredible for somebody without a cancer diagnosis to complete these things.
The big one is the Ironman. He plans to run in June in Coeur d'Alene, where I live. It's a 2.5-mile swim, I think 112-mile bike, and then a marathon at the end. So, I don't know. Can't comprehend it.
I really am excited for this. This is going to be like one of the first events he does with the foundation up and running. His thing has been since stage 4 was stage 4 to 140.6. So we could make this like a huge, kicking off point for getting that foundation noticed and really up and running, self-sustaining and such.
I'm a big believer that it's hardest on the support system than it is the patient, because we kind of know what we need, whereas they need stuff, but we don't really, all the attention's on me and not on them. And when it's kids as part of the support system, it's even harder. A lot of the need focuses around bigger things. And then you got the kid who, man, he just wanted to go to a wrestling camp or a football camp or cheerleading camp, or just wanted some presents under the Christmas tree, or, you know, whatever. Maybe they were planning that, and then mom died or dad died or got really sick, and, you know, oh, you can't do that now. Well, maybe you can. So that's what it's about.